Hi guys, so hope you're having a good day. I have filmed this video 3 times now because of camera issues. So I switched to my phone, so I'm sorry it's not the good quality camera, but it's just gonna have to do. Today, I am going to be telling you guys 2 stories that are very strange. Both have to do with 6th grade. For some reason, that was a very eventful year, and you are soon going to find out why. First story has to do with a very interesting bus ride. Basically, I took the bus every day. I lived in a very rural community, so you had to go. It took about 20 minutes to get to the school from my house, and it was about a 20-minute bus ride. Usually very tranquil. It was very early in the morning, and I get on the bus just like every other day, and we're going through that little Walgreens center, and all of a sudden, the bus driver weaved in kind of like this very suddenly and almost hit another car, and my friend was like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I saw it, but like I don't think it's anything." And she's like, "No, that car is following us." And I was like, "What?" And I looked behind me, and there's like a black car kind of like following. I thought that it was nothing. I thought it was very normal. Like it was a shopping center to get to the school. Like very busy. Everyone was going to work. It was 7 a.m. And I was like, no, he's not following us. Like it's fine. And we park. And then all of a sudden the bus doors go open, like the kids are already up. So I was the first one standing in the bus aisle, and then all of a sudden the bus kind of like shakes a bit. It's this man jumped on the bus, like while the doors were open to get the kids out. He jumps on the bus and starts screaming at the bus driver, like threatening him. Like I'm not over exaggerating. He jumped on the bus and started screaming like, "You almost killed me, you ran me over," and all this stuff. And I was so terrified. I'm screeching back, like pushing all the kids behind me to like sit down, like hide. And the bus driver's like, "This is a full bus of kids, like what are you thinking?" He's like, "I'm gonna call the police." And sure enough, he did call the police, and he told all of us to get off the bus. And definitely a very interesting morning, considering it was 7 a.m. and I'd never seen someone so livid before. That man was extremely angry at the bus driver. And so the next day we're all called into the principal's office, and she's like, "Look, he was arrested yesterday." They let him go like a couple hours after he was arrested, basically just as a warning, like, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't scream at bus drivers for almost running you over." Like, I know. It may seem obvious, but it apparently wasn't to him. It totally seemed completely normal. That was my first story of this video, so I hope that you guys enjoyed it because it's pretty crazy. And the second story is also very interesting, and you will find out why. So I did these after school classes. My school offered, like, you could basically, I think for like 2 hours after school, you could do a certain activity, like there was crocheting or yoga or like a couple other things like sports and stuff. So I was in the yoga class. I don't know why. I think I was also in the crocheting class, so that was definitely like experimental time for me. So we're at the end of the class, like it's that meditation time at the end where you're just like very relaxed and like almost sleeping, you know, you're supposed to be in a happy place. So I really liked that part. That was my favorite part of yoga. But it was rudely interrupted by a fire alarm. We were like, what? Like, it was just so strange because it was after school. Like, they didn't say that it was going to be a drill or anything. It was just really random. And I kind of get up and start looking around. Everyone's just really confused because the yoga teacher was just laying there unreactive. Like she did not tell us to line up outside or anything. She was like, "Guys, it's fine." She's like, "It's fine. No, you don't have to get up." She's like, it's probably a drill. It's after school." We're like, "No, that's probably why it isn't a drill, ma'am, because it's after school and it's not planned." So I took the initiative to just run out because I was like, I don't know what she's doing. I'm getting out of here in case it's a real fire. So I am outside of, I'm in that hallway area. I just exited the room, and like all these other kids are exiting the room too, and she was just like, oh, I need to get my purse and stuff. So she's still in the room, like, grabbing her things, like nothing's going on. And I remember the vice principal is just sprinting over, like, screaming at us, like, what are you doing? This is a real fire. And so then once I said that, I was like, whoa. And so I run outside to the grass, and there's about 50 other kids from the after-school activities there. And then there are fire trucks coming, police cars, and I was like, wow, this is really serious. Like, this must be a really big fire. We must not have school tomorrow. No, we had to go to school tomorrow because you'll find out what really happened. So, basically, the principal comes out. She's like, oh, everything's fine. Like, no one's hurt. Nothing's burned or anything, which made me sad because that meant we had to go to school tomorrow. So anyway, she walks out and she's like, oh yeah, it's fine. Basically, and I will get you ready for this. The cause of fire for this event, for the fire alarm to go off, was the candle making club, which, by the way, I did not know existed. The candle making club had an incident. What? We're all out here. Nothing's hurt. Fire trucks, police cars, people screaming at me to get out of the building because the candle making club had an incident? I don't know whose idea it was to have a candle making club, but that just seems like a bad idea from the start, if you ask me. Like, 5th and 6th graders, because that's at the time at the school, it was like a middle school, but it was 5th and 6th grade only, so it was only 2 grades. That's still a very immature age. You had just got out of elementary school. Like, you should not be handling fire, and obviously it was not a kid who caused the fire, so he was definitely dealing with either, I don't know, hot wax or something, but so crazy to me. And yeah, it was not a surprise that the candle making club was no longer existent after this event. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Those were my 2 stories. So, yep, I'll see you guys next week. Alright, bye!